think about our new toy? So, did you catch a glimpse as I was zooming by? Did you know what this is? Well, it is a Triumph 1200 XE. And a week ago, I didn't even know this bike existed. And now, Andrew and I have one. Isn't that exciting? So, hey, I'm as bad as anybody, probably worse, at judging a book by its cover. I would have looked at this thing going, you're supposed to take this off-road. You showed up on what? Apparently this is a really capable bike. It's got great suspension, an insane 1200cc engine, and it's basically a naked adventure bike. So we bought it. We got to see what this thing's like and have some fun. It's getting a bit breezy. I hope the microphone can handle it. I actually wrecked my fuzzy one, so I'm dealing with it. A couple things that are coming to this bike really soon. We have a high fender kit. We have radiator protection. We have new exhaust. It's going to be tucked up right behind this guy. New foot pegs, because these ones are rubber and skinny. They don't really have the platform we're looking for. We got a low-rise seat. Not that we really seem to need it on this bike. Ian from Rider's Edge Suspension's taking this thing on Monday, and he's going to give it the once-over. I think we're just going to start with all the little dials and stuff, see what he can do there, and then ride it for a while, get used to it, and then have him do the works to it. Let's see, what else do we have going on? It already has really great bark busters. We're going to put a little bit up front so we can put our GPS on the handlebars. And, oh yeah, looking back here, we're going to have a proper rack going on the back. And, of course, some really knobby tires. It's going to be a lot of fun filming for the next few weeks as we get to know this bike and take it all kinds of interesting places. Let's get on with the app notes for today. I've been testing apps all week, and I've been using Rever for the last few days. I've been having fun with it. It's a pretty good app. This is my first time kind of playing with it offline. I'm out on a haul road here, and as you're seeing on the screen, it's having trouble loading anything. So I don't think much, if anything, is kept locally on your device other than the maps. That's a bit of a problem. You can't see my track rides. You can't see the community rides. I wish I could have shown you that, but that's the way this app works. Under Discover, I have downloaded my local map, so we're seeing that. I think by Discover, they're meaning, based on what I'm seeing on the screen, it's kind of like a map, not a listing. All right, going over to track. I have been tracking my ride today, and you can see a bunch of squiggles back and forth. That's as I was filming a little intro piece and going back and forth in front of the camera. And so yeah, there's some neat stuff there, speed, distance, time, and once I upload it to the mothership, it's got some more statistics, which are fun. The challenges page here, it won't load. I'm offline, effectively. I've got one bar. It's not happening. And then my profile. Oh, good. We can see my garage gear. We can see that I've got Bebe and Mongo in here, my two bikes. Hey, I don't have this one yet. In fact, now that I think of it, we're working on naming this bike. We've started to call it one thing. I don't want to bias anybody, but I'm looking for some cool names for a big, burly, 1200cc torque monster scrambler, naked adventure bike, wind in your face, crazy, ridiculous machine. So if any of you guys have some cool ideas, I'd love to hear them. Please put it down in the comments. That's it. Hey, that's everything for the web version. Sorry, the phone version of this app. There's more on the web. It's really quite cool too. Nothing compared to what we're doing, of course, but hey, they've got a really good start here. Let's get on the bike and go for a bit of a ride. All right. Can't wait. Certainly never thought I'd be on a Triumph. Didn't know anything about them. Thought they were just big, heavy street machines. Ooh, hey. If you've been watching really closely, and I don't expect anybody to be, you might have seen this vest a couple times in the video. I've been wearing it a lot. It's, first of all, I love this kind of tactical look, so that's me. And this ticks all those boxes, trust me, with the molly and the pockets. I'm just totally geeking out. It's been great. It's by WLF Enduro out of the States, made in the States. I got pockets. Today I'm carrying all my filming gear. You might even be able to see the tripod in the back there. You can see my little Kenwood radio right on my body here, which is great. First aid in the back. I'm trying to reach around. Let's see if we can do this. First aid's in the one up top. Down on the bottom, I usually have a pair of goggles, but I got different stuff in there today. And a bunch of safety things. I got my spot in here. So this is kind of my ultra lightweight setup. Oh, and I've got hydration. I've got water in the back. And the only other luggage I have on this thing right now is one of those giant loop handlebar bags. So my wallet's in there, my glasses, cleaner. It's not very full. I'm not taking full advantage of what could be in there. Both of these products though, super happy with them. And that's what we do on this channel. When we love something, we tell others. Nobody's about to give us anything. You know, it takes a long time asking for free stuff. I tried it a few times, and it's like, so how many subscribers do you have, and how many views, and Instagram this, and I'm like, none. Basically, we're tiny, we're small, and so it's embarrassing to go and ask for free stuff when it's easy for us in our case just to go and buy it with the company. Wow, so let's talk Triumph for a minute. Honestly, a week ago I did not know this bike existed. Then I saw it online and I'm like, yeah, right, lead sled, what's that? And I don't know, I got sucked into a couple of YouTube videos. I found this guy Steve down in the States. I'll put his name on the screen. He is a madman racer. He does these high-speed sand road rallies where he's doing like 100 miles an hour on this thing. And he's made some mods to it for sure, but it's the kind of stuff that we would do to a bike. Definitely within our capabilities. And I'm like, that is a cool, weird, awesome looking bike, and I think it would bring a big smile to my face. So I went to Andrew and said, hey, I think we should get this thing. And in light of all of our work on an app for motorcyclists, it's a lot easier for us to buy stuff like this in the company right now. We're a technology company that does health, safety, environmental management systems. It's like, why do you own a bunch of motorcycles? Well, now, in addition to that stuff, yeah, we build apps for motorcyclists. We gotta test them, right? Gotta test it on different bikes. That's the way I see it. So yeah, check out this road I'm on. I've been on it a few times lately. I've been on my 1090. It's nice, it's all like this. I knew I wouldn't be getting in over my head. I am by myself today. I've got basically street tires on this thing, and I'm getting used to it. It's about my 4th or 5th ride. We're around 500 kilometers on it. Andrew's been out a few times, although he hasn't touched dirt with it yet. And it is a party. I can't wait to get a few more mods to it. Oh, one of the things I forgot to mention is we got crash bars coming. And we're gonna have to make some steg pegs. That's really unfortunate. I was like, gotta get on the steg pegs website, going shopping, and they don't make them for this. I guess it's not a huge surprise. There's not a whole bunch of people out smashing the desert races or double track and single track on a 1200cc Triumph. Oh my God. But that's absolutely what we're gonna do. She's gonna get dented, she's gonna get beat up. She's also gonna get nicely repainted, looking super sexy and representing the app that we're making, which we haven't released the name of yet, but we will soon. What? This thing has ridiculous amounts of torque, like ridic. It's 74 foot-pounds, I think. I'll check. And it's a neck snapper. That's a really good reason to have steg pegs on it, because they help you hang on. You hang on with your boots. I really miss the steg pegs right now. It's hard hanging on with just your arms. I know that's the way that 95% of the world does it, but once you've had steg pegs, man, you don't go back. You don't go back to not having steg pegs. And if you have steg pegs and you hop on someone else's bike, the first thing you notice when you crack the gas is like, hey, wait a minute, where are your steg pegs? And that, my friends, is how steg pegs does their marketing so effectively, is that like we're responsible, we as in Andrew and I, not from the channel, I have no idea, but the people we know and we ride with, 10 of them have gone out, like probably no 12 people, 10 of them have gone out and bought steg pegs. And if you're wondering if you should buy the one with 1 peg, 2 pegs, or 3, oh look, I'm gonna lose my thing here. I think it's just bouncing up. Let's see. Oh yeah, she's just flopping around. I haven't tightened it down. Look, there's so much slack in it. Look at that beautiful little dashboard. I've got it minimized right now. I'm in Off-Road Pro, which means turn everything off. Yeah, steg pegs. If you're wondering if you should get 1 peg, 2 pegs, or 3, well, I'll tell you the way I feel. I don't know what you should get. I'm in neutral. We have to move the shifter up. So you guys remember how Andrew and I have huge lifts in our boots? Like 5/8 of an inch? It makes it tough for us to get our big fat feet underneath the shifter, so we have to move it up, which means we keep missing shifts. Oh, I gotta turn here. Steg pegs. Yeah, I still remember what I'm talking about. All over the place. I started off with 1, Then I went to 2, and then I'm like, hey, on the 1090 I should try 3. And now I think all of our bikes have 3. They're big, it's super easy to find them. You lock into them really nicely. There's no problem with getting past them. Like if you got to get your butt over the back, it's really not that far to get your legs out and over the 3 little pucks. Now, I'll be quiet, you guys can listen to the engine. Once we have our new exhaust, it's going to sound so good. The throttle is really touchy. I'd like to dumb it down a bit. There's a map setting that I need to get in and learn, because it's for this much torque and on this big of a bike. I'd like a little bit of forgiveness on the throttle, because it gets crazy real quick around here. We still have some suspension work to do. Before we bought this, we went to Ian at Rider's Edge and said, okay, what do you know about this bike? He said, nothing. Can't blame him. He said, what kind of suspension does it have on it? I said, Olin's. Sent him a picture, front and rear. He's like, yep, we can definitely work with that. Because if we can't dial it in, we as in Rider's Edge, if they can't dial it in, they could replace the guts with different stuff. Even better stuff if there's not amazing stuff in there already. So that was the big, that was a big deal. Yeah, I'm just doing little baby jumps on this right now. As you might have noticed, I have very slick tires in the front, and last year, about 11 months ago, I broke my foot on a brand new Tenere because the front end slipped out on me. And that front tire is notoriously bad on that Tenere on stock. And I was stupid, I tapped the front brake in slightly wet conditions. I gave it every excuse to take off on me. So hey, I'm a little bit afraid of that. Weight-wise, this bike is, it's less than my 1090. There's no plastic on this bike, it's all aluminum and steel. She's burly. The weight's down very low. We're gonna get them all these bikes on the scale pretty soon. Ian has a really good scale we can use. I was thinking of asking if it could come out at the adventure bike gathering so people could weigh their own bikes. Because you know what? The internet lies. Manufacturers lie. I won't believe it till I see it on a scale. Plus we modify everything, right? So we put racks on things and put oil and water and stuff like that in them. We'll find out for real. But I can tell you this. When I'm backing this thing out of my shed at home onto my driveway, which has got a weird angle to it, this does not feel like it's going to fall over and kill me. My 1090 absolutely does. I'm a little bit frightened. I've been pinned in my driveway. I've told lots of people this. I've been pinned in my driveway underneath the 1090 for minutes. Like, I was stuck there for several minutes. What a loser. Look at this, hey. Oh, it's so fast. I will tell you this. Yeah! You go on the highway in this sucker? If you guys have been on naked bikes before, which I hadn't, the dirt bike, they barely go highway speed. You're going like this down the highway. Let's say I might get up to 120. You're hanging on for dear life. I was wearing blue jeans, and the part that goes around your shin, you know, the bottom part, the boot part, was flapping so hard, I thought it was going to turn to threads before I got home. So yeah, this is not your long-range adventure touring bike. This is like, what is it? Short-range adventure bike? You could take a dirt bike out, dude. You could take a 500 out. That's a short range. You could go way more places. I know. I don't know who buys this thing. I don't know how you market this thing. But I'm thrilled to be on it. Ooh, I have more good news. Jeez, I'm talking when I'm by myself. We're gonna let a lot of people ride this bike. It's not No, it's going to be the app bike, the first of the app bikes, and I'm really excited to have Ian from Riders Edge Suspension ride it. Owen McKill, one of the world's best enduro riders, that's Ian's son, ride it. And we're going to film it, of course. Brandon Superstar, you guys always hear me call him on his... that's where I'm supposed to go, right there. This is a fun way too, though. Brandon Superstar, who spanks a 790, is going to be riding this soon. Who else we got? Oh, Corey from Camel ADV Products. I'm excited to get him on this. He knows how to ride a bike. We're going to be riding with him in a few weeks. That's going to be exciting. I'm going to turn around here. Who else? I don't know. Oh, Mike Klopp, amazing rider. He's another 790 rider. He's the guy who showed us the Indy 500. Stinky 500. That's one of the adventure bike gathering routes. And I'm sure there'll be people who come to the gathering, we know they can ride, and we're gonna get them to throw a leg over this and either record them or tell them to wear this camera and just go. This bike's gonna get around, if you know what I mean. Yeah. I don't know this way as well, so hopefully I'm not getting myself into something stupid. Or if I am, that I have the sense to turn around right away. I'm trying to stick to mostly dirt, no grass. Double track, so it's nice and wide. No mud, because I got slick tires, and mud is stupid. Ah, this is good. This is good. Look at there. Wouldn't it be funny if this ended up being, at least in my hands, the bike that I could ride better, more capable than a KTM? What? That would be funny. One of the main reasons would be, I'll show you. Here, I gotta pull over to show you. Watch this. Did you see that? I just put my foot down. Want to see something else? I'm not gonna move that foot. A slight lean, and I'm on both feet right now, and I'm getting a lower seat. Sorry, we are getting a lower seat. It's not my bike, it's Andrew's and mine and our company's. Being able to touch the ground is so confidence inspiring on an adventure bike when you're off-road. Things get dodgy and you gotta stop. Look at that. Oh yeah. My adventure bike, I really have to think about that. I'd much prefer kind of plan where I'm going to stop, and maybe there'll be a log, or I'll get in a trough like this so the tires are a little bit lower and put my foot on a rock. And of course, you know that lowering an adventure bike is, well, if it's the only way that you're going to get out and ride, you can do that, but it's pretty harsh on the performance of the bike and your clearance and all that, so avoid it if you can. Well, oh yeah, I'm out doing an app review. Sorry, not an app review. Hey Cal. I'm doing an introduction to some apps. This is Rever. You guys already know my passcode, don't you? I'm gonna change it. Okay, here. Gone 35 kilometers. That's my time. I've got a 2D map. I do believe I have different layers here. Yeah, oh yeah. Satellite. Because I downloaded the satellite for this area. Boom. That's really helpful. Satellite pictures lie, as you may know from my previous video, the wall of green video. Yeah, it's great. I kind of like the web interface as well, like the online, the browser. It's got some good stuff. I'll give these guys props. I've paid for this. I think I'm going to get, what is it, ESR, Eat, Sleep, Ride as well. Test that one. Like, it's going to be a year before our app is ready. I'm starting to get realistic on this thing. If you're into programming, big things, like DATS is a big thing. We have modules in DATS, so just the module takes a half a year to program. Anyways, when it comes to computer programs, take your best estimate and multiply it by 2 to 4. So I'm trying to do that for you when I talk to you. I'm like, take that 15 years of experience and go, yeah, we could probably have something pretty good out in 6 months, and nah, We throw twice the bodies at it. We'll have it in a year. Twice the bodies. We got a fair number of programmers now. That's pretty nice. And they're all awesome. Just a great team. Okay, I think we better wrap this up. Oh my God, this bike's so fun. Give me some knobbies. Really gonna kick it. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you are looking forward to seeing this freaky bike in some upcoming videos. We'll take it on Twisted Steel. We'll take it on Salsa Shark. All those legendary trails. I don't think it's gonna go to the top of Sugar Mountain, at least not with me driving it. Maybe that'll be an Owen or Ian day. Bottom line is, we're gonna take it places. We hope to see you out at the Adventure Bike Gathering. This bike will definitely be there. Maybe you'll be riding it. What? What? Yeah, be sure to like the video. That'd be nice. That's nice. Subscribe if you're digging the Triumph. If you dig 1090s. This will be probably the easiest off-road video you'll see us doing on this bike. We hope to see you again. Thanks, everybody. Oh, I'm gonna go back in. This can go backwards now. Let's go backwards. All right, see you guys. Number 55, my personal coach. He's like, just give her a little twist, Scotty. Look ahead. Give her a little twist. Look further ahead. That's right. I'm coach. What? Gotta put that in the video, right? What a dummy. Did I look further ahead? No, I was looking at them. I was looking down there. Hamming it up for the camera.